Okay, continuing on with Doctor Who and Patrick Troughton. Patrick Troughton as Doctor Who. Patrick Troughton as the Doctor. I find that annoying when people refer to him as Doctor Who, because in the show he's never called Doctor Who. But sometimes in the credits of Doctor Who, they actually say Doctor Who. When they roll the credits, they say Doctor Who was played by Patrick Troughton. But then later, it just in the credits it says the Doctor, played by whoever. So a little inconsistent. But in the show of Doctor Who, they never call him Doctor Who as if Who was his last name. He is the Doctor. But sometimes fans will call him. Sometimes fans will refer to the Doctor as Doctor Who. I think even some of the actors who played the Doctor will refer to the Doctor as Doctor Who. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Back to Doctor Who and The Enemy of the World with Patrick Troughton. Okay. Bruce and the Doctor, who is impersonating Salamander, go to the room where Jamie and Victoria are being held. Jamie and Victoria were being interrogated by a man named Bennick. The Doctor tells Bennick that he and Bruce will take over the interrogation. The Doctor says, "You may go and take your little puppy dog with you, So as far as Bennick can tell, he is not speaking to the Doctor, but Salamander, because the Doctor is impersonating Salamander. So he says, "Take your little puppy dog with you." But the puppy dog that the Doctor was referring to was the guard in the room. Puppy dog. After Bennick and the guard leave, the Doctor continues impersonating Salamander in front of Victoria and Jamie. And this is kind of funny. Victoria's about to hit the Doctor. That's when the Doctor reveals his true identity to his companions. The Doctor says, "Oh, Victoria, don't hit me," because she was about to hit him. "You wouldn't hit your old friend, the Doctor, would you?" So it's kind of funny to see Patrick Troughton dressed as Leader Salamander, but speaking with the voice that he uses. His regular voice, speaking with the regular voice of the Doctor, not with the accent, not with Salamander's accent. So he looks like Salamander, but he's speaking as the Doctor with the Doctor's voice. That's kind of funny. All right. So the Doctor says, "I wouldn't leave you in the tender mercy of Salamander." Jamie wasn't convinced it was really the Doctor. The Doctor mimed... Okay, this is kind of funny. The Doctor mimes that he takes out his recorder from his pocket and whistles. So he doesn't really take out a recorder. He does like a miming of it. And then he whistles. "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." And then he tells Jamie, Only you made me leave it in the TARDIS." And then they're both convinced, both Jamie and Victoria are convinced that that's really the Doctor, not Salamander. All right. Then later, Salamander leads Swan through a tunnel and hits him with a metal pipe. Poor Swan. Astrid breaks a window and tells the guard that Giles has been shot. Giles pretends to be dead. Astrid runs away in one direction, and the guard follows her. Giles gets up and apparently he must have had ketchup on his head because he's pretending to have been shot. Yeah. So he goes like that and tastes it. So it must have been. It was probably ketchup on his head. All right. So Giles gets up and heads to the research center. Astrid finds Swan wounded from being hit by Salamander. Swan tells Astrid about the others being kept down below. Then he dies. Astrid goes to them, and they attack her. They think she's infected with radiation. Colin has her tested. Astrid convinces them that the radiation testing equipment is fake. Giles enters the record room and finds who appears to be Salamander. Giles aims a gun on him. The doctor reveals that it's him and not Salamander. Astrid is behind Giles along with Colin and Mary. Giles turns to see them. Astrid points a gun at Giles. Astrid says, "She knows everything." Colin says, "That's him. That's the man who took us down there in the first place." Mary says, "Giles Kent, we thought you were dead." Giles claims never to have seen them before. Astrid says, "They've told me everything. You and Salamander were in it together. You built an atomic shelter, took some people down for an endurance test. The next person they saw was Salamander, who told them that an atomic war had started." Giles takes the doctor hostage until he gets to the shaft leading below the research center. Giles escapes down the shaft. The doctor tells Bruce that Giles is going to try to blow them up. Giles meets the real Salamander below in the tunnel. Salamander gets Giles's gun away from him. Giles tells Salamander, "Between us, we can destroy them and all the evidence. Just you and me, Salamander." Salamander shoots Giles and laughs. And he shoots him again. Giles says, "Well, if I'm going to die, Salamander, you'll die with me." Giles pulls a lever, and there's an explosion. Salamander yells, "No!" Jamie and Victoria are waiting by the TARDIS for the doctor. Jamie sees someone that he believes is the doctor. Jamie says, "I thought you were never coming." "Hey, doctor, are you all right?" Jamie leads him inside the TARDIS. Victoria says, "Oh, there you are, doctor. You do look in a state. Come and sit down." Then the real doctor arrives to find Salamander inside the TARDIS with Jamie and Victoria. The doctor says, "We're going to put you outside, Salamander. No friends, No safety, nothing. You'll run, but they'll catch up with you. Salamander attacks the Doctor. Jamie comes to help the Doctor. Salamander turns a switch on the control console of the TARDIS. They all fall down. Salamander gets sucked out through the door of the TARDIS, while the others hang on to something. Salamander floats off into space. The end. That is the end of The Enemy of the World. I just thought of something. It would be kind of neat if they brought the character of Salamander back in the new Doctor Who. They could do it. Why not? That might be... Yeah, they could think of a way of bringing him back. That might be interesting. Be different than just to keep bringing back the Master. All right, what did I think about The Enemy of the World? Well, I really enjoyed. I chose this one to talk about this one, The Enemy of the World, because I liked that Patrick Troughton, how he performed the role of the Doctor and the role of the villain. I thought he did a good job at that. I thought Patrick Troughton was very... he made you believe... I felt he made you believe... He made the audience believe that he was two different people. So that's a very good quality of an actor to have, to make you believe. It's the same guy, but it's the same guy playing two different roles in something. And when that actor is able to convince you that this person is two different people, especially when they're both on screen together, that's pretty impressive. So I thought Patrick Troughton did a very good job playing the villain. I liked the accent that he used. He played a very good villain. He was very, very convincing as a bad guy. So it makes me want to see other things that Patrick Troughton was in, other movies, or even, I don't know if he was in other shows. Maybe he was definitely in other movies. Patrick Troughton was. So it makes me want to see Patrick Troughton's other work outside of Doctor Who. I feel that way about the other actors that played the Doctor, though, too. I'd like to see them in playing other roles, just to see what else they bring as an actor. Yeah, it was very very disturbing what this character of Salamander, how he tricked all these people that were down below the research center. Yeah, it was quite the villain. So I think it'd be really good if they brought that villain back somehow in the new Doctor Who. Yeah, that was a good story. Okay, so the only special feature, it was surprising that the only special feature on this, The Enemy of the World, the only special feature, because usually there's a lot of special features, but the only special feature on this was a coming soon for the Web of Fear, which I have right here. So that was it. I'm going to stop right now.